Mad Cave Studios has released a Prologue short 4-page story digital comic, which is perfect for those who have come in late and to whet our appetites. The regular new 8-issue comic series comes out in the middle of August 2024, and Chronicle Chamber will have several interviews with the creators coming out in the weeks beforehand. This 4-page comic not only gives us a refresher of what happened in the TV show, which originally aired nearly 30 years ago, but it also gives us an understanding of what we can expect. Are you excited? We are. To start off with, we see a crossover on with the same plot, with Dale Gordon passing away, and the 4 kids are also involved. However, in the TV show, Dale's presence was captured in the supercomputer. It doesn't feel like it's the case in this comic series by Dan DiDio and Jim Calafiore. A couple of different things I have already personally picked up is that it feels that things are a little bit more dire, with the Phantom using revolvers instead of fancy futuristic weapons as in the TV show. I am personally at this stage assuming it is because more modern technology has been affected. I'm intrigued by the use of these weapons, i.e. the Phantom using a revolver, and feel there is a reason behind it. Mandrake also feels like the natural leader as he is trying to reason with Flash. Maybe he has to step up as Flash is struggling with the loss of his wife. In the TV show, it felt like Mandrake was at times the goofy sidekick with his bag of magic tricks. One thing that caught me off guard is the 27th Phantom is featured with Hero, his horse, and not his skullcopter as his mode of transport in the TV show. The horse is brutally shot and dies, which I must admit took me by surprise. However, is this a nod to Hero, the famous 21st Phantom's horse, or is it a gaff? The past Phantom did not name his horse as Hero. It is the name of the 21st Phantom's horse, but no other Phantom in the future or in the past has named their horses Hero. One thing that annoyed me with the TV show was that Mandrake's home of Xander was rarely threatened and it felt safe. Maybe it's because it's a TV show, but this prologue issue feels much more real and the situation feels a lot more intense. If you are just a Phantom fan, you may not know the creators Dan and Jim well, but they are real big names in the USA comic industry. If they've come in late with their careers, we'll be talking to them soon with a future interview released soon. Dan knows how to write and Jim knows how to draw. This art is so dynamic, you almost have to pull the handbrake so you don't read it too fast and enjoy the work they have put in. Are you excited by this series? Have you gone back and watched the TV show to ensure you don't miss out on potential Easter eggs? Dan Fraser, what do you think?
Well, it's pretty exciting to be sitting here looking at the Defenders of the Earth prologue from Mad Cave. This is something that I was pretty excited about when Germ sent the link through this morning. Not something that we'd expected, but to see a prologue digital only, that's fine, is not something we expected. So very pleasantly surprised to see that. And it gives us a great opportunity to have a look at. For me, the thing that I'm most excited about is the art of Jim Calafiore and how he's going to interpret the Defenders of the Earth. But it's also a great opportunity to see how Dan DiDio is going to link the 1980s, 90s comic book, as well as, probably more importantly for a lot of people, the TV series. And one thing that I appreciated in this and probably goes underappreciated is the art, the work of the art. It is the artwork of the letterer, in this case Carlos Manguel. So to go through this, really like the way the story unfolds, the Zoom meeting type feel of Mandrake talking to Flash, and in the first page we don't know exactly why Flash is turned away from the screen and all the rest of it, but getting those pictures of the devastation around the world and some iconic parts of the world getting smashed by Ming. Love the little gag across pages 1 and 2. Garrick's talking about you are now at the mercy of Ming the Merciless. I must say, when I read that, I was like, oh, that's a bit clunky. But then Dan DiDio smashes that with Mandrake's first words, do you know how ridiculous that sounds? So I guess that tells us again about Garrick's being the robot who doesn't know exactly how to phrase things. Lothar, you expected to be there at the defence of Mandrake. Phantom sort of comes out of nowhere. Appearance of the Phantom, guns blazing on a rearing Hero, is really exciting. Probably didn't twig until Germ said about it, but yeah, Hero is not a character that appeared in Defenders of the Earth, and so I suppose one panel later when he's shot and killed is, a good way to get rid of the character that's not really in Defenders of the Earth, I suppose. I love the work of Jim Calafiore in terms of the expression on the Phantom's face in those two panels as Hero dies. And as much as Lothar says something about there's time to mourn later, and you sort of think as a Phantom fan, gee, that's really full on that Hero's died. And the Phantom, the expression on his face, as you go through the next page or so, starting to realise what Flash has lost in terms of his wife Dale, obviously the love interest, and the fact that she's died, really sets this story up right from the get-go. Love the explanation of the fact why none of the kids are in these 4 pages. I think it would have been a lot to try and bring in those extra 4 or 5 characters in these 4 pages. So I think that's really done well in terms of we've got to get the kids to safety and protect them. And now we're straight onto this arc of what Flash is saying here. Mandrake, Lothar, Phantom, you took on an oath, you're the Defenders of the Earth, defend it. You stay there on Earth and defend the Earth, and he's going to go straight after Ming and be the attacker in a sense. And some really powerful artwork there from Jim Calafiore. We're a Phantom podcast. We focus on the Phantom. There's one, if you look count the back of his head, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 panels with the Phantom in it. They're powerful images, and really like the artwork so far. So look, great start from the creative team at Mad Cave, and looking forward to the 8-part series when it comes out.
Thank you, Dan. Fans, keep your eye on our YouTube channel and our various platforms so you don't miss out on the latest Mad Cave, Defenders of the Earth, and other Phantom-related news. Thank you for watching, and as always, happy Phantoming.